Chapter 2, The Door That Opened by Itself. Noah's heart pounded so hard that he could hear nothing else. Dad? Silence. The attic was dark except for a single beam of moonlight that slipped through a tiny window. Dust floated slowly through the air like tiny ghosts. He held his father's journal tightly. Again. Noah. The voice was gentle. Familiar. It came from the far corner of the attic, where several old boxes were stacked against the wall. Noah forced himself to walk forward. One step. Then another. The wooden floor creaked beneath his feet. The whisper stopped. He reached the corner and pulled the boxes aside. There was nothing. Only an old wooden door that he had never noticed before. It was small, almost hidden behind the wall. Its handle was covered with rust. "I've lived here my whole life," Noah whispered. "How have I never seen this?" His hand slowly reached toward the handle. The moment he touched it, the metal became warm. Click. The lock opened by itself. The door slowly moved inward. Noah did not push it. It opened on its own. Behind it was a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. A cold wind rose from below. It smelled like wet stone, and something much older. Something impossible to describe. "Noah." His mother's voice echoed from downstairs. He quickly shut the hidden door. The lock clicked again. When his mother entered the attic a minute later, she looked worried. "What are you doing up here?" I couldn't sleep." She noticed the journal in his hands. Her face turned pale. "You found it. You knew it was here." She nodded slowly. "I hoped you never would." Noah opened the journal. "Mom, what happened to Dad?" She stared at the floor. For a long time she said nothing. Finally she whispered. "He wasn't the first." "What?" "My father disappeared too." Noah felt the room spin. "My grandfather?" She nodded. "And his father before him?" "No. Our family has been connected to Blackwood Manor for generations." "Why?" "I don't know." "You never tried to find out?" His mother suddenly looked frightened. "I did. And I wish I hadn't." She grabbed his shoulders. "You must promise me you'll stay away from that house." "I can't." Her eyes filled with tears. "I knew you'd say that." The next day Noah met Emma after school. She immediately noticed something was wrong. "You look like you've seen a ghost." "I might have." She laughed. "I'm serious." "So am I." For the first time, Noah told someone everything. The black envelope. The talking raven. The journal. The hidden door. The whispers. Emma listened without interrupting. When he finished, she remained silent. Then she reached into her backpack. "I wasn't going to show anyone this." She unfolded an old newspaper. The date was almost 50 years old. The headline read, "For teenagers missing after entering Blackwood Manor." Below the headline was a photograph. Noah froze. One of the missing teenagers looked exactly like him. Same eyes. Same face. Same dark hair. Except the photograph had been taken decades before Noah was born. "That's impossible," Noah whispered. Emma pointed toward the name beneath the picture. "William Carter." "My great-uncle," Noah said. Emma nodded. "He disappeared in 1976. Noah kept staring at the photograph. It wasn't just similar. It was identical. It looked as if someone had taken his picture yesterday and made it black and white. Then he noticed something else. Standing behind the four teenagers, barely visible inside one of the mansion's windows, was a tall figure. Watching them. The newspaper photographer had never mentioned it. The police had never noticed it. But now Noah could see it clearly. A man wearing a long black coat. His face hidden by shadow. Only his eyes could be seen. Bright white. Looking directly at the camera. Or perhaps at Noah. That evening the rain returned. Thunder shook the windows. Noah sat in his room reading every page of his father's journal again. He searched for clues. Names. Maps. Anything. Near the back cover he found something hidden inside the leather binding. A folded piece of paper. It wasn't a note. It was a map. A hand-drawn map of Blackwood Manor. Most of the rooms had strange names. The Hall of Echoes. The Room Without Time. The Staircase That Descends Forever. The Children's Library. One room was circled several times. Its name made Noah shiver. The Room of Forgotten Names. At the bottom of the map his father had written one sentence. Never enter this room. If the house learns your true name, it will always know where to find you. Noah frowned. What does that even mean? Then the lights went out. The entire house became silent. Only the rain remained. His phone stopped working. The screen turned black. Even the battery icon disappeared. Outside, someone was standing in the garden. Noah could barely see the figure through the rain. Tall. Still. Watching the house. Lightning flashed. For less than a second the stranger became visible. It was the man from the old newspaper photograph. The black coat. The white eyes. Lightning flashed again. He was closer. Impossible. He had moved nearly 20 meters in a single second. Another flash. Now he stood directly beneath Noah's window. Smiling. Then, slowly, he raised one finger and pointed toward the forest, as if inviting Noah to follow. The light suddenly came back. The garden was empty. No footprints. Nothing. Unable to sleep, Noah decided to check the hidden attic door again. He climbed upstairs carrying only a flashlight. The small door was still there. Unlocked. He took a deep breath. Then stepped inside. The narrow staircase seemed much longer than before. Each step echoed strangely. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. He should have reached the basement long ago. Instead, the stairs continued downward. His flashlight flickered. He finally reached the bottom. There was no basement. Instead, he stood in a stone hallway lit by dozens of old candles. The walls were covered with hundreds of names carved into the rock. Thousands. Some were fresh. Others looked centuries old. He recognized one immediately. Daniel Carter. His father. Below it, a second name slowly appeared by itself. Letters carved into the stone by an invisible hand. N-O-A-H. Noah watched in horror as the wall finished writing. Noah Carter. A deep voice echoed through the hallway. Not loud. Not angry. Simply ancient. Now. The candles went out. Complete darkness surrounded him. The house remembers you.